I told you last year in October 10 that Peter Obi will win, but Peter Obi will go to court. The Lord told me the second, I'm going to the second prophecy. For the second prophecy, the Lord said that Peter Obi will win at the tribunal. Peter Obi will win at the tribunal. You will see it. It will come to pass. No power on earth can stop this plan of God.
Welcome to Nation's Voice Tower, that YouTube channel that brings you updates on political content. That lovely YouTube channel of yours that keeps you updated on the political system in Nigeria and abroad. That same hub for your political updates, political news, and issues pertaining to the polity in Nigeria and a stable governance or government in the country. My name is Angelo, and you're welcome to our YouTube channel, your lovely YouTube channel. Yes, without wasting much of your time, I will get to the business of the day. Yes, I have lots of updates for you. Pastor Kingsley Okuwe, a pastor who is the chief pastor and chief superintendent of the Revival and Restoration Global Mission in Warri, the same man of God who came out last year in 2022, October 14 to be precise, who prophesied about the 2023 elections to come, the rigging by INEC, and so on and so forth, who also prophesied about a sort of victory for Tinubu in the polls in 2023. The same pastor also prophesied that Obi would go to court. This same pastor has given a prophecy declaration about Peter Obi, and did you know what he said? He said Peter Obi will win in the tribunal. Let me allow you watch this pastor and listen to the full clip of his declaration and prophecy on Peter Obi's victory at the tribunal. Watch it.
Pray for the peace of Nigeria. Pray for our judiciary. The Lord told me the second, I'm going to the second prophecy. For the second prophecy, the Lord said that Peter Obi will win at the tribunal. Peter Obi will win at the tribunal. That's what the Lord said. Some of you are doubting. How will it happen? The judiciary, this and that. The Lord said Peter Obi will win at the tribunal. You will see it. It will come to pass. I saw at the tribunal gross darkness, big. I told you that the judiciary is divided into two, darkness and light. I saw gross darkness, big, and I saw small light. All of a sudden, in that vision, I begin to see the light expanding, and the darkness became very small, and the light became bright. This bright light overshadowed darkness, and everywhere in the court or tribunal, there was light, and I saw jubilation, and everyone began to jubilate. Peter Obi won the case. Peter Obi will be declared president by the court. The tribunal, Peter Obi will win. You will see it. It will come to pass. No power on earth can stop this plan of God. No power can stop it. God is ultimate. Peter Obi will be declared winner in the tribunal. It will come to pass. I told you last year in October 10 that Peter Obi will win, but Peter Obi will go to court. I told you in that October 10 that Peter Obi will win, but Peter Obi will go to court. I told you in that same October 10 that Bat will be shakingly declared as president of Nigeria. We see it. But do you remember that in that October 10, 2022, I told you that Peter B will win in the court. Peter B will win in the court. Go back to the prophecies I gave you in that October 10. I told you that Peter B will win in the court. And I said their effort will be futile. You will see their effort futile. All their effort will be futile. God is God. He is the Alpha and the Omega. He saw the end. He knows the end from the beginning. He knows the beginning from the end. His hand is upon this nation. And as God's hand is upon this nation, his hand is against those that are working against the new Nigeria. You will see it. The court will declare, or the tribunal will declare, it will be winner. It will be will win. You will see. It will win at the tribunal or court. You will see it. It will come to pass.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is still Nation's Voice Tower, your most preferred YouTube channel, your only hub for political updates. Before I go further, I would urge our incoming subscribers to please tap the subscribe button, and then our already existing subscribers not to forget to tap the notification bell so you could get updates from us anytime we drop any. Then I would also urge our viewers in general to share, like, and comment in the comment section, because these things you do to us makes YouTube, make our video go viral and all over the world. That is that. On the prophecy you just watched, I would urge us all, no matter or regardless of your religious pattern or religious stand, I would urge us all to stay glued and look forward to this particular prophecy if it's going to come to pass. We've seen prophecies in the past by Pastor Kingsley Okuwe that have come to pass. So we'll see and keep our fingers crossed and see to it if this is actually one of those prophecies or declarations that would come to pass. That is that on that update. Now, next of all, this is going to be so a sort of it's going to bring succor to obedience and Nigerians alike. Did you know that contrary to reports gotten yesterday, that Dr. Alex Oti, the governor-elect of Abia State, was sacked? Did you know that contrary to those reports, Dr. Alex Oti is yet to be sacked? Earlier yesterday, 19th of May 2023, it was reported that a high court in Kanu had sacked the Labour Party governor, and alongside other legislative officers or members of Abia State and Kano State respectively. Now, to prove this, I have Ferdinand Ekeoma, a special advisor or special advisor to Alex Oti, the governor-elect of Abia State. Before I allow you to watch Mr. Ferdinand, I would urge you to listen, because there is a part of this video clip that has alleged that the PDP and their camp are responsible for peddling the untrue rumors of Dr. Alex Oti's sacking by the Supreme Court in Kano State. That is what is being alleged according to Mr. Ferdinand Ekeoma. Let me allow you to watch the full clip and listen to Mr. Ekeoma himself.
Ignore PDP lies. Dr. Alex Oti was not sacked by any court of law. The report being sponsored and widely circulated by the PDP and Abia State government, alleging that a Kano High Court has sacked the Abia governor-elect, Dr. Alex Oti OFR, is baseless, unfounded, and misleading, and thus should be ignored. For the records, though the perpetrators targeted the Abia governor-elect and the people of Abia State for that legal coup, they were not courageous enough to confront him in the open. Hence, he was never joined in the suit, for fear that his eminently qualified lawyers would take the perpetrators to the cleaners. To put the record straight and reassure our teaming supporters and millions of Abians who are still celebrating the liberation of Abia, we wish to emphatically state as follows: that the Federal High Court in Kano did not issue any order on Abia Labour Party candidates, nor the governor-elect, Dr. Alex Oti, because, unlike those who brought the suit to steal the Abia people's mandate, the court was conscious of its powers and careful not to fall into the boo-boo trap set for it by the PDP and Abia State government. To that effect, the court specifically stated in clause 9 of the judgment, thus, the candidates that participated in the election in Abia State are not parties before this court, and as such, the court lacks the jurisdiction to make an order for the issuance of certificate of return to them. This has clearly answered the question of alleged sack of Dr. Alexoti. There was no order to that effect. I'm sure some of us were aware that the PDP filed similar suits in Abia here. For example, in the case of Chief ACB Abazwere versus Honorable Ginger Musibe, it was adjudicated up to the Supreme Court. And the PDP candidate lost both at the Federal High Court, Court of Appeal, and at the Supreme Court. And all the issues that were raised in the Jankara judgment in Kano, we also raised there. They were all those issues were what formed the basis for that litigation against Honorable Ginger Musibe. And he won up to the Supreme Court. That case was handled by Chief Umekales here. So the facts.
Right, yes, that was the special advisor to Dr. Alex Oti, the governor-elect of Abia State, whom the people already love and have already given their mandate. I doubt if that court has jurisdiction over this particular proceeding or this particular case pertaining to Alex Oti, because it was alleged that there were there were inabilities of the officers, national officers of the Labour Party, to submit the membership list of their candidates in these states. But I will tell you what, this is Nigeria, and I believe this particular judgment will be upturned, because no party would love to see their one and only governor be ousted out by a court with no jurisdiction to actually take part or to preside over these proceedings. So Mr. Alex Oti was elected in Abia State, and this court is in Kano State. I see no jurisdiction over this particular case of his. That is my own take on that, though. Now, next of all, in the wake of the crisis in the Labour Party structure and the iconic return of the erstwhile national chairman, Julius Abure, one of the members of the NEC, that is the National Executive Council of the party, talking about Umar Farouk, has come out to explain the occurrences happening in the Labour Party and to also reiterate to the general public and to obedience alike that they are back and they've hit the ground rolling. Okay, Umar Farouk, who is the factional national secretary in the Abure-led faction, had this to say.
First of all, for the purpose of record, I'm the substantive national secretary of the Labour Party, not a factional. There is no faction in Labour Party. There are only renegades that have come to, to cause chaos. They have been sponsored to come and create havoc in the Labour Party. And that is why what happening is happening now. But you can see how it is metamorphosis. Their intent is being, they are betraying themselves. They are revealing their intents now. They always want to cause crisis. What happened up initial was some group of people that are unknown to Labour Party came on the media and alleged to have suspended the national secretary, the national chairman of the party. They assume or they allege they have come from their ward. When we checked the database of our party, we didn't see them, we didn't see their name, we didn't even see them at membership card. They did not exist at all, at all. And in the party constitution, our constitution, the constitution of the Labour Party, is not like that of the APC or the PDP, where a lower chapter of the party can suspend an officer. The only person that can suspend a national officer is the National Executive Council of the party, NEC. The local government chapter, the ward chapter, can only discipline their respective chapters. This guy just came and assumed that they have suspended us. That is the first false allegation against our national chairman and us. Then they quickly, when they know that that allegation of suspension of the national chairman will not fly, so they quickly went and get a certified true copy of a police investigation report. I do not see any regard that Apapa has for Peter Obi. Someone that have gone to the court to issue a statement castigating the presidential candidate Peter Obi. So which regard has he? And if he has regard for Peter Obi, when the crisis came off, what is he supposed to do? He should have run into Peter Obi and say, Your Excellency, this is what is happening and this is what we want to do. Not just to go to the media and start saying that, court, and then say that so people should vacate. He has no any regard for Peter Obi at all.
Okay.
And we have gone to appeal court. We have already seek for vacation of all those judgments, and the appeal court have already signed the court, and we have already served the lower court what the appeal court has said. So virtually legally, then whatever is happening at the lower court, at that high court, is no more substantive.
Okay.
And of course, we know these paymasters are the people in government. We know those people who have the vested interest from all angles. You see, Suleiman, you see, we are Nigerians and we know what is going on. We are politicians. We've seen what is going on. We know what is going on. We have had a lot of issues that we have every cause for all these high-level politicians, both the APC and in the PDP, to be aggrieved with what the Labour Party has achieved.
Okay.
Fortunately, Papa should be, he's an elderly man. I expect him to be very, very responsible. If a trailer is speeding on a highway, you don't go there. If you go there, you say you want to cross the road. If the trailer crosses you, then it's not the fault of the onlooker, or it's not the fault of the spectators. That definitely is not our party member that beat him up.
So
just not the party members. At all. They are aggrieved Nigerians.
But is a party member?
Well, Papa is a party member. Of course, yes. He is the deputy national chairman of the Labour Party. But he is suspended from the party. So those people that, look, you see, there are, assumed we take what INEC has pronounced. Obi had more than 6 million voters. 6 million people that have voted for him. They are out there to ensure that mandate, and they feel aggrieved. We feel that we are disenfranchised. And these 6 million or over 6 million people that have genuinely voted for Peter Obi, they are outside. And then they will just sit down and watch for some people to just come and destabilize that kind of it's unfortunate.
Welcome back. That update is done and dusted. And from what Umar Farouk was saying there, you will know that Lamidi Bashiru Akpapa and his own faction have been on a wild goose chase. I have been telling you this over my updates. So I would also urge the Lamidi Akpapa-led faction to please rest and take a nap, because this particular course they are after is a course of no pursuit. If you ask me an advice for these people, I will tell you one thing. All of you are fighting for one cause, which is to reclaim an alleged stolen mandate or a lost mandate. This is what the Labour Party is after right now. Why not bury the hatchet for now, keep it aside, and then collectively, unanimously unite and pursue the alleged stolen mandate of your principal, Peter Gregory Obi, after which you can now deliberate on how to solve or resolve internal party crisis. This is the simple thing to do. Now, if the Lamidi Akpapa-led faction is not sponsored or is not dancing to a strange tune elsewhere, why will you of all times now come out to really start to bring factionalism over or laying claims over party chairmanship this time around, when there is a common goal on ground? That is to show you they have been paid, because this is just common sense. Does the chairmanship of Akpapa Lamidi Bashiru make the tribunal any better? Does it influence the final verdict or judgment of the tribunal, or does the Abure-led chairmanship influence the verdict of the judiciary over time? No. So I urge these two factions to merge and please have a common goal, which is pursuing your alleged stolen mandate, so that after which we could now sit, okay, in a round table and act according to the Labour Party constitution, Article 13, which says for the chairman, national chairman of the Labour Party to be ousted out, you have to call a national convention, and this national convention would have to combine or comprise of the National Executive Council, the National Working Committee, NWC, the Board of Trustees, the 36 States Labour Party chairmen and their secretaries, and the National Working Committee, also with your principal in the attendance. So I see no reason why you act in the Labour Party as though it were the PDP or the APC, because the PDP's constitution, according to their own party, is quite different. You saw when the court sacked Yochia Ayu, the former national chairman of the PDP, and then you saw also the APC when a Supreme Court in Abuja sacked Adams Oshomole, the former chairman of the national chairman of the APC. The court asked him to stop parading, to cease parading himself as the national chairman. These are articles, or these are constitutions of different parties. The Labour Party structure is quite different, so Apapa should know this. I will bring you more updates on the ongoing occurrences in the political space in Nigeria, and I hope you enjoyed our update. I will see you in my next video. Bye.